The NFL is rigged, 100% rigged, and I have undeniable proof.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
So I went to the Lions-Commanders game. Yes, we all know I was there. But what made me so mad, it's 14-17. The Commanders have a lead. The Lions have the football, and this happens. Jared Goff throws the football, intercepted for a pick six, and Jared Goff gets criminally laid out at the end of it. The NFL forced Jared Goff to throw a pick six so that the Commanders could win. And if that doesn't prove that the NFL is rigged, all right, needless to say, I'm not taking the loss very well.
Other breaking news. Water. Wet.
But let's actually talk about this game. I've had about a week to really think about it. And I totally would have posted a memes video, but Ghetto Gronk's Instagram is actually down right now. He shot me a DM on his second account. He's dealing with a hack, or maybe, I don't know, maybe Instagram wants to take him down because some of his posts are super bad. But trust me, if there were memes, I'd be reacting to them, and I'm sure they'd be horrible for me. And if I'm being honest, I think a lot of things went wrong here. I'm really disappointed in how we played, but I don't think this Lions team was going to win the Super Bowl. Yes, I've delusionally said they're going to win the Super Bowl all season long, but even halfway through that Commanders game, I was thinking, even if we somehow win this game, we're not going to beat Philly, and we're certainly not going to beat Kansas City. And let me tell you a few reasons why. Number one, I do have to go hats off to Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels played how Jared Goff should have played, and Jared Goff played how Jaden Daniels should have played. Does that make sense? Jaden Daniels is the rookie. He's never played in an NFL playoff game, and yet he made no mistakes. He made perfect reads. He threw perfect footballs, and he never turned the football over. In fact, I don't think all playoffs he's turned the football over. Jared Goff throws 23 for 40, 3 interceptions. Ironically, this stat line for Jared Goff doesn't even tell the entire story, because Jared Goff also had an incredibly crucial fumble. No lie, it's very difficult to use footage because the NFL's crazy about it, but this interception that Jared Goff threw to Jameson Williams, I'm going to be honest, not a great ball. It had to be perfect to get it, but I'm also a little frustrated with Jameson Williams on this. Jameson Williams just kind of stood there while it got picked off. You got to go to the football. So that was frustrating. It was kind of both of their faults on this one. But this is after Jared Goff had already turned the ball over twice. And I think the most frustrating thing out of the entire game as a Lions fan, Jahmyr Gibbs was frying them. Why are we letting Jared Goff continue to turn the ball over when Jahmyr Gibbs is frying them? Ben Johnson is supposedly this offensive coordinator mastermind calling all these trick plays out of a hat. Buddy, it's 3rd and 1. We need a yard. Why are you running 5 wide with Jared Goff and then he fumbles? Hand the fucking ball off to the guy who's averaging 10 yards a carry. Jahmyr Gibbs had 14 carries, 105 yards, and 2 touchdowns. It was, oh my God, it was so painful to watch. It was so painful to watch. This is the play I'm talking about. Without a doubt, this was the turning point in the game and the most frustrating thing for me right here. It is 3rd and 1. Jahmyr Gibbs is dominating this football game. We are in the red zone. Ben Johnson calls 5 wide. He just motioned David Montgomery out. We're in 5 wide. Like this is Madden, and it's 4th and 10. And here on 3rd and 1, Jared Goff, strip sack, fumble, his first turnover of the game. At this point, we have a 7-3 lead. Jaden Daniels marches down and scores a touchdown. We score a touchdown right back. Washington scores a touchdown right back. Let me also be clear. Our poverty-ass defense could never have won at the next level. This defense sucks. Aiden Hutchinson is out. Alan McNeil is out. Carlton Davis is out. 18 players on IR. Yes, it's a cope. Yes, it's an excuse. But seriously, this defense is so depleted, there was no way we were going to... We would have had to put up 50 points a game for the entire playoffs to win. When we made it 28-31, I had false hope. I believed that we could win this game. And Jaden Daniels just kept playing perfect. He kept playing perfect. It was so frustrating. And then, offensive mastermind Ben Johnson, who just fucking jumped ship and went to the Chicago Bears, calls this play 38-28. There's so many people you can blame on this play. The main guy to blame is Jameson Williams. I understand it's a trick play. I understand we're down by 10. Jameson Williams should never throw this football. It should be taught that if it's guarded even remotely, do not throw it. Jameson Williams decides to throw a contested pass to Jahmyr Gibbs. Our wide receiver 2 is throwing a contested pass to our running back. What? Not only that, but we had like a legal man downfield, which was declined, and they get the interception. And this game at this point is pretty much over. Depleted, injured reserve defense lets up 45 points to a rookie quarterback. Veteran quarterback with playoff experience, Jared Goff, throws 3 interceptions and 1 fumble. Jameson Williams throws an interception. That's 5 turnovers to Washington's 0. And most frustrating, Ben Johnson taking head coach interviews while we're in the playoffs. That pisses me off so bad. For the record, Ben Johnson is a genius, and he deserves to be a head coach somewhere. But the fact that Ben Johnson is flying to Chicago in the middle of our playoff run to interview for the head coaching job makes me irrationally irritated. And the fact that he's calling 5 wide 3rd and 1. If I really had to play the blame game, which I think is dumb, it's professional sports, I could never do what these people do. But if I really want to be frustrated, Jared Goff lost this game. Jared Goff was a turnover machine. He was so good with the football in the regular season. He had 1 game against Houston with 5 turnovers. And the only time he does it again is here in the first round of the playoffs. That's really bad. I think it's amplified bad because the rookie quarterback, Jaden Daniels, was perfect. This guy didn't miss a throw. He didn't turn the football over. He didn't fumble. He didn't throw an interception. All he did was make perfect reads. So it's hard to give Jared Goff an excuse on that. Now, I do think it's very important to address where I may be a true casual. So in response to the bubbling criticism about Ben Johnson, Lions star receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown vehemently defended his ex-coordinator on the latest St. Brown podcast. He more or less echoes Schwartz's peek behind the curtains of NFL teams' operations. St. Brown shot down the idea that Ben Johnson was distracted before Detroit was eliminated by the Washington Commanders, claiming that he was as locked in as he can be for that game. Now, I am still frustrated that Ben Johnson is taking head coach interviews mid-playoffs. I think that's whack. I don't think that's how it should be done. But at the end of the day, Ben Johnson didn't lose this game. A depleted defense and 5 turnovers lost us this game. J-Mo should have never thrown it. Jared Goff played like shit. Oh, it makes me so mad that Jameer was so good. The fact that Jameer is averaging this and he has less carries than Brian Robinson actually makes me very upset. Well, he was so good on the ground. Why are we letting Jared Goff throw interceptions? Hand the ball off to Jameer. Whatever. Okay. This whole video is basically just me bitching in a gigantic circle. Here's what I really have to say. Look at how many people are out, and I can't wait until they're back. Kevin Zeitler, Pat O'Connor, Emick Robertson, Afeatu Melifonwu, Rakestraw, Carlton Davis, Derek Barnes, Emmanuel Mosley, Aiden Hutchinson, Alan McNeil. Everybody I just mentioned is a starter. Khalil Dorsey, Wingo, Malcolm Rodriguez, previously a starter, Kyle Pico, Marcus Davenport, John Kaminsky, Antoine Green, Connor Galvin, Nate Lynn.
Man, there you go with that bullshit.
Okay, actually, I went so far back. I went back to August. I was pissed I wasn't reading. Shut up. You get what I'm saying. Everything I said at the start was valid. We will be back. We lost Aaron Glenn. We lost Ben Johnson. I don't care. Our roster, when healthy, is infinitely better than the roster that we were able to put out there against the Commanders. And truly, I can say, even if we got past the Commanders, we were not winning the Super Bowl this year. Not with that roster. It would have taken a literal 50 bomb. Hats off to the Commanders. Jaden Daniels is the future of this league. I believe that wholeheartedly. He's the future of this league. But not before the Detroit Lions get a Super Bowl. Next year is our year. I understand that I sound a lot like a Dallas Cowboy fan, but I delusionally believe it. I don't care about Ben Johnson or Aaron Glenn. I care about this team. Just shit, if Aaron Glenn was such a genius, why did Washington Commanders hang 45 on us? I'm not coping. I'm not delusional. I'm right. We're winning the Super Bowl next year. Shit. All right, that's my fucking Lions video. Ugh!